Hello, first graders. Welcome to a new science lesson. Please get the scientist notebook ready and let's start. We are learning about Earth and Space, Unit 6. In this unit, we've been learning about Earth spins around. We call this movement rotation. We also learned that the daytime when you're home face the sun and it's nighttime when you're home away from the sun. We also learned that Earth is a planet that revolves or moves around the sun. We also learned that the sun does not move across the sky. It looks like it does, but because the Earth is moving. We also learned about the patterns of daylight hours. We learned that daylight is longest in the summer. And we also covered and learned that part of Earth that tilts towards the sun has the season, which is summer, and that's how we learn about the 4 seasons: spring, summer, winter, and fall. And we also learned that spring's days have more hours of daylight than winter, but then they have more or less same daylight hours in and night as well. All right, today we will be learning and talking about the moon. So please open page 256 in your book and let's start. The moon patterns. The part of the moon we see changes. These changes are called moon phases. How long does the pattern of the moon phases take? Circle your prediction. So we're predicting, we're guessing. So this is the moon, the moon patterns or the moon phases. And we have a prediction here. We have 4 choices and we need to predict the right answer or what we think it could be the right answer. So it takes about the changes that we call moon phases. How long does this pattern of the moon phases take? So it takes 1 night to see those 4 phases, for example. Does it take 8 days to see these 4 phases? Does it take about 4 weeks? Or about a whole year, 1 year? So what do you think? We see the moon when it's full, when it's half, when it crescents. What do you think we see this? Do you see it almost every 4 weeks, like a month, that we see a full moon or a new moon? Or does it take a night? So every night you see a full moon or a new moon? Or it takes 1 year? All right. So I think it'll take 4 weeks. So it's choice C. That's our prediction. All right. Because we can say the pattern for this moon, it will take almost a month to see a full moon and then to see again a new moon. So it takes about 4 weeks, which is a month. So we're going to say choice C, or we're going to say that about 4 weeks, which is C, this one. And then we're going to explain your thinking. Remember, we're predicting, so it's okay if we don't have the right answer or we have a halfway, like you think this is the answer, but we don't have an explanation because we're going to find out. But let's just put what we think it could be explaining that, our choices. Because we think that the average length of time to complete full pattern, like from the start till it's from full moon or new moon till it's full moon again and then start again, about full pattern. Let's say this pattern of moon phases is about 1 month, or as we have it here, 4 weeks. So we think it takes 4 weeks or a whole month to complete a full pattern for the moon. So 4 weeks or 1 month. Okay. All right, let's go for next page, 257. All right, look at the photo of the moon. What do you observe about the moon? What question do you have? So we're going to look at the picture and just we're going to come up with a question related to the picture. All right. All right. So this is a picture. You have it in your book, page 257. Now you have big in color. So do you have questions in mind? What should we say? Why, for example, I see only part of the moon? Or why the moon is different today? Maybe today you see it full moon, or maybe 3/4. So we can ask different questions related to this picture. All right, so let's go back and get our page 257 and write down our questions. So we can say, for example, why don't we see the whole moon in this picture? Why we only see part of it? We can ask this. Why don't we see the moon in the picture? We have more questions? Yeah. We notice that the moon have different phases or different shapes at the different times of the month. Let's take us back to the first page when we say that moon patterns. Remember? So we can ask here something related to that picture as well, and we say, why does the moon have different shapes at different time of the month? All right. All right. All right, let's meet our friends Haley. She's gonna tell us about the sky and how can you observe things in the skies. Because usually, you know, in the night you can see the stars, you can see the moon, and during the day you can see clouds and see the sun. So that's what we see in the sky. So let's see what Haley will tell us today.
Oh, hey, I'm Haley. It's a great night for stargazing. Stars may be many millions of miles away. If you measure how bright a star is, the data can help you determine how far away it is. Someday, I hope to discover new stars. The sky's the limit when you're an astronomer.
All right. So now let's turn the page and go for page 258 and see what we have here. What does the moon look like in the night sky? Make a prediction. What shape will moon be in the night sky? So if you remember just, you know, looking at the windows at night, you're in a car with your dad or mom and just look at the sky. Sometimes you see the moon is full, like a full circle, and sometimes you see like half or like a crescent shape, right? So could be our prediction. Make a prediction. What shape will the moon be in the night sky? We don't know because sometimes I see it full, sometimes I see a small star, sometimes I see a full circle or a crescent, like, you know, like a small crescent. So let's write this down. I'm going to say that sometimes as we say, sometimes the moon will look like circle, full circle. That's when we say it's a full moon, or sometimes just a small crescent on the sky. So let's say so. So sometimes the moon looks like circle, And sometimes it looks like crescent shape, like the picture we have in the previous, like here, previous page. This is crescent shape. All right. All right. So you can have just a little investigation, have fun, observe the moon outside at night with an adult. So as we say, you know, you can just look from the window and see how the moon outside on a clear night looks like. Is it full? Is it crescent? And you can just draw it over here. So draw what you saw over here. Is it full moon? Is it full circle or just a crescent? All right. So that's the part where you draw your observation for that day. With an assist with an adult, please. All right, let's go for number 2. How did your drawing compare to your classmates' drawing? Okay, so we don't have our friends and classmates today, but we can just predict, like if you want to do that with yourself, like compare it a couple of times, like, you know, compare this week and after 2 weeks or 3 weeks, observe and see. So you might see that the first time you saw it was just a crescent, and after 2 or 3 weeks it's about to be a full circle, or the opposite. So this you can just compare 2 observations for yourself, like one and mark on a calendar or mark on a side, like today you watch the moon and put the date, and after 3 weeks go again on a clear night and look at the sky and again see the moon look like. Is it changed? And how does it change? All right. Okay, so today we learn about the moon, and we learned that there are lots of phases for the moon. We learned that the pattern happen for phases for the moon, and it takes 4 weeks or about a month to see a full moon again, or to have a whole cycle for the patterns of the phases that goes for the moon. All right, that's it for today, first graders. Thank you. Bye-bye.